Dreams become reality when determination meets perseverance. Hi there, this is Charu Goswami and welcome to LKSEC podcast Success Speaks. Today I am over the moon because today I am interviewing my student who sat in the class quietly, and today his success is speaking everywhere. He has created powerful echo of it. You know why? Because he has recently cleared UPSC Civil Service Examination and has become IAS Prateek Joshi. I warmly and heartily welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, Prateek sir, please introduce yourself, that how your journey began.
So, ma'am, till class 10th and my entire schooling was through this school only. Earlier it was KVV and now LKCC. So, post that I went to Kota for my 12th studies, and after that I went to IIT Kanpur for my BTech. Post my BTech in 2020, I started working in Mumbai at Morgan Stanley, and with that, while working at Morgan Stanley only in 2022, I decided to prepare for the civil services exam. And so, yeah, and finally, after a culmination of 4 years, so I was able to secure this rank.
Okay, so school plays a vital role. So can you tell me your experience, anything which you learned from LKCC?
Ma'am, two very profound things I always remember. One was the academic side of it. When I went to Kota or even when I went to IIT, my fundamentals were very strong, and that was courtesy to the school. Particularly in maths, I always felt like there was a very big, strong foundation that was laid.
Who taught you maths that time?
Ma'am, Gauri ma'am was here.
Okay.
So she taught me, and that was a wonderful experience. Also, one thing that I always remember was we used to go to the teams. I was part of the table tennis team of the school. So we used to go to the tournament. So that was like at young age. So that was a very good exposure for us all. And so yeah, these two things I prefer.
Okay, wow, great. This dream that you want to become an IAS officer, it's not such an easy task. So did you think of it when you were small, or you decided it later on?
Ma'am, in my case, I decided while I started working only, post my college. So,
okay.
Yeah, because I looked at the job profile, kind of prospects that it offered, and the kind of domains that I could work in. And so that attracted me towards the service. So that's why I began a bit late in 2022 only while I was working. So that was the
Okay. Anyone who is your role model, who inspired you a lot?
At a young age, my grandfather was the one. He always motivated me, and he always believed in me. So he was a very big factor in overall journey.
In your family, is there anyone who is in the civil service?
No, ma'am.
No, only you.
Yeah.
Okay, ghar ka chirag. Okay, naam roshan kar rahe hain aap. Okay, you felt like any challenge, any barrier, because it's not a piece of cake, So can you tell me?
Ma'am, the major thing was around the competition, because at the higher marks it gets too much competitive. So that was a very big challenge to keep the composure under pressure. Also, the exam cycle is very long because there are 7 written papers and interviews also. So yeah, to maintain a composure throughout that journey. So that was something that I worked on very hard in this attempt.
And your family also supported?
Yeah, my father is there. He was at home. I was also doing my work from home from here only. So he was always support, and my brother, he is in Bangalore, but he was in constant touch with me throughout the journey and providing very good emotional support and a support system for me.
Okay. So do you want to give any suggestion to the UPSC aspirants, those who want to become an IAS officer, or those who want to go for civil services?
My major takeaway is that once you decide for something big like the civil services, so break it down into smaller goals and try to achieve them. Focus more on the process, because sometimes when we look at the outcome, it almost feels like an impossible task to do, like to get such a rank. But if we focus on our journey, on our process, so things become very easy throughout that.
So this is your 4th attempt.
Yes.
When you cleared. So what about the rest of the attempt when you attempted that time when you faced the failure?
Yeah.
So what? Something is inside you. Any person, God or Prateek himself, who is optimistic.
Yeah, ma'am. Last year I also gave interview and I missed the final rank list by 9 marks only.
Oh.
So that was a very tough time because missing by such a narrow margin after years of effort. So that was tough, but my friends were there, my family support was there, so they provided me very crucial momentum at that stage. So I decided to give one more attempt, and finally everything turned out to be good. So yes.
So you were studious from the very beginning. भी ऐसा मन नहीं होता था that I should go with my friends to any hill station? Anything, any moment which came in your life like this, which distracted you?
Now I took breaks, but that was never a distraction for me. I took
Okay.
very planned breaks with my friends, and I used to go outings with my family also. So, but they were planned according to my schedule, but they had to manage that. So I was very lucky in that regard. But overall, I feel a balance is needed because too much into one thing also brings down a lot of boredom, and it confuses one a lot. So to clear the mind and to gain a very wider perspective, I think other hobbies and other things also help a lot.
Okay, when you went for the interview, because हम तो videos देखते हैं.
Yes.
Okay, the way the decorum they are having, the same thing is there.
Yeah, it is.
Because we never faced this, na? This is a very special and very prestigious moment for you.
Yeah, it is kind of that decorum only.
So what type of questions they ask an interview?
Ma'am, it is around everything. Like it is around Rajasthan also. Then in Rajasthan, Chittorgarh also. So Chittorgarh history and all. And apart from there, for international affairs also, like what are the policies? So policy questions are also there. From my background, things are also there. Like I was working, so they were very inquisitive about like what is my exact work profile, and so it is around everything.
Okay. So if you don't know any answer, then
generally they are in for a conversation more than an interview. It's not like a very question answer pointed view. It's more like a organic conversation that grow over there. So they are very considerate about it, but yeah, at the end of the day it is about marks. So that's why you have to prepare it.
Yes, today these days children, they are afraid of failure.
Yes.
And do you want to give them any message?
This exam, my learning was that failure should always be taken as a stepping stone, because the learnings are only during the failures. So that is a very big opportunity for oneself also to improve, and it should also always be seen in that way. Because once I started preparing for this exam, then I realized everyone fails over here, some way or the other. So, but that is a part of the journey, and that becomes a part of oneself also. So to be motivated and keep learning from the failures.
Yes. Few rapid fire questions are there. Okay, one daily habit that helped you the most during preparation?
Ma'am, at the night I used to do a 5-10 minute audit of my entire day. So that was like one thing that I continuously followed, and that helped me keep on track and achieve my daily work.
Self-evaluation.
Yes,
Good. A book or quote that inspired you during the journey?
Ma'am, a quote would be, action is an antidote to anxiety. I always followed that, because in this process sometimes the journey looks very longer. So in that moment, keep on following the actions that you have to take.
So it means you were completely karma yogi that time, and right now you also always believe in karma actions. So if you had to describe your UPSC journey in one word, what would it be?
I think it would be resilience, because there were moments where I felt like, would I be able to do it or not? But
self-doubt was there.
Self-doubt creeps in between the longer years. But I kept on it, and I think resilience would be a...
Okay, last one. If today's Prateek Joshi could meet his 18-year-old self, what advice would he give him?
Again, my advice would be the same, like follow the process, because for very big things that we see, cut it down into smaller goals, follow the process and keep on doing that. Outcome is eventually an end, but the process is what matters a lot.
Okay. Any change you would like to bring for the society?
Ma'am, coming from my background, I am from IIT, so I would like to integrate more technology to improve the lives of people. Like recently we are seeing the AI boom is here. So how can we augment it into our systems, like in the health, in the education? How can we implement and improve the service delivery to the people? So that would be my.
Thank you so much, Prateek. Sir, I think I
No.
should call in sir. Your story inspired us a lot, and our children, they will also learn from you. Thank you, and all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.